China is fixated on the running capabilities of its humanoid robots. As the People's Republic pushes to rule the emerging humanoid robotics market, over 20 Chinese firms are training AI-powered robots for the first ever human-robot half-marathon. Also, China's first heterogenous training center for humanoid robots is open, and Foxconn is using a humanoid to assemble iPhones. According to the South China Morning Post, Beijing's Daxing district is set to host a half-marathon with more than 12,000 human runners alongside dozens of bipedal humanoid robots from more than 20 companies. China will use the event to showcase the rapidly advancing capabilities of its autonomous humanoids. The fixation on speed is unique to China. In the West, perceived leaders in the humanoid robotics race like Tesla, Figure, Agility Robotics, Boston Dynamics, and 1X Technologies emphasize dexterity and manipulation for industrial and household tasks. Chinese robotics firms have made a point of showcasing the speed and human-like bipedal locomotion of their humanoids. The half-marathon will be held in April 2025 in the Beijing Economic Technological Development Area, also known as Beijing E-Town. For robots to qualify, they must have a human form factor and bipedal walking capabilities. No wheels allowed. The human and robot runners will traverse just over 21 kilometers or 13 miles in the hub for aviation, semiconductors, and high-tech industries. According to Beijing E-Town's website, prizes will be awarded to the top 3 runners. Tiangong, which China calls the world's first fully electric running humanoid robot, is a likely participant. The humanoid, developed by the Beijing Humanoid Robot Innovation Center, participated in the Beijing Yizhuang Half Marathon in November 2024.
And a humanoid robot named Tiangong stole the spotlight in the just concluded Yizhuang Half Marathon in Beijing.
The AI robot joined the race about 100 meters from the finish line, serving as a closing pacer. Humanoid says it's focused on making the robot's movements as human-like as possible in real-world scenarios. Tiangong's last reported average running speed is 10 kilometers per hour. Its top speed is 12 kilometers per hour or 7.5 miles per hour. At its average speed, the robot would finish a half marathon in about 2 hours and 6 minutes. That's on par with average recreational runners. Tiangong can't quite keep up with the Star One humanoid, developed by the rising Beijing startup Robot Era. In October 2024, the Star One robot dethroned the leading Chinese robotic firm's H1 as the world's fastest bipedal humanoid. Robot Era shared footage of the robot running in the Gobi Desert's Hexi corridor. Reaching speeds of nearly 13 kilometers per hour, the robot could finish a half marathon in about 97 minutes, which is well above average but not quite elite compared to human runners. Robot Era, which is also known as Beijing Qingdong Era technology, also tested whether the Star One is faster in sneakers or barefoot. In the test, sneakered robot started late but still beat out the competing robot. According to Robot Era, the Star One can run for 34 minutes, so it will likely need its battery swapped out during the race. Though Hangzhou-based Unitree Robotics is about 1,000 kilometers away from Beijing, its H1 and G1 humanoids are ubiquitous at AI events in China and abroad. The H1 was the fastest humanoid on 2 feet for most of 2024 with its top speed of nearly 12 kilometers per hour. The G1, a pint-sized version of the full-sized humanoid, has a last reported speed of 7.2 kilometers per hour. So the G1 would complete a half marathon in about 175 minutes, among the stragglers toward the end. Meanwhile, in Shanghai, China's first heterogenous humanoid robot training center just opened. The new humanoid robot Kailan training ground is run by the national and local co-built Humanoid Robotics Innovation Center. Today, it reportedly houses 100 robots and plans call to accommodate another 1,000 by 2027. The Shanghai Innovation Hub was launched in May 2024 with national and city funding. The center unveiled its full-sized general-purpose humanoid robot, Qinglong, featuring 43 degrees of freedom at the 2024 World Artificial Intelligence Conference in Shanghai. Buzzy startup Agibot, which says it's already produced more than 1,000 humanoid robots, also runs a training facility in Shanghai. That training center covers more than 4,000 square meters and contains more than 3,000 real objects. And finally, Foxconn, the world's largest electronics manufacturer, just announced a partnership with Shenzhen-based UBTech to deploy its industrial humanoids to the assembly line. Following a 2-month training program at Foxconn's Shenzhen facility, UBTech's Walker S1 humanoid robots are being integrated into the iPhone production floor for tasks like moving, sorting, and quality inspection. The number of robots and financial details were not disclosed. UBTech has said it's received more than 500 pre-orders for its flagship humanoid robot. The S1 stands 1.7 meters or about 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighs 76 kilos. After testing, Foxconn plans to deploy the robots in its factory in Zhengzhou. UBTech's humanoids have been deployed at several automotive plants in China, including the world's largest EV maker BYD. The robots collaborate with other robots as part of an AI-powered logistics system. Foxconn is also reportedly interested in developing its own humanoid robot. The Taiwan-based tech giant is teaming up with NVIDIA, whose Taiwanese founder Jensen Huang is increasingly bullish on humanoids.
The ChatGPT moment for general robotics is just around the corner. And in fact, all of the enabling technologies that I've been talking about is going to make it possible for us in the next several years to see very rapid breakthroughs, surprising breakthroughs in general robotics.
The GPU maker is accelerating the development of a slew of AI-powered robots from the likes of Figure, Agility Robotics, Unitree, and Boston Dynamics. The plans are part of a broader collaboration between the titans as they seek to merge computing and robotics to supercharge smart technologies and industrial automation. It's possible Foxconn's humanoid project could involve its longtime partner Apple, which is reportedly itching to introduce robotics into the consumer market. Foxconn has been prioritizing robotics for years. The manufacturer announced its plans in 2011 to deploy 1 million robots over 3 years to improve production efficiency. In 2014, Foxconn began developing a line of in-house robots to automate assembly lines and reduce reliance on human labor. 2 years later, the manufacturer replaced 60,000 factory workers at its Kunshan production facility in China with robots. Also in 2016, Foxconn outlined a 3-phase plan to fully automate its factory. Phase 1 is automating individual workstations to handle tasks that are dangerous or undesirable for humans. Phase 2 is automating entire production lines. Phase 3 is fully automated factories with limited human involvement. Foxconn has been strengthening its ties to NVIDIA in recent years as it works toward dark factories. To stay up to date as China's humanoid robots evolve rapidly, make sure to subscribe.